Today has been an absolutely insane day. Just to take that into account, it is currently 2 a.m. and I'm recording this. So that's to say of how crazy things have been and what my schedule has turned into. Um, Kind of against my will, but also kind of due to me being a little silly. So starting off the day, woke up again a little bit later, had to record, I think I recorded, weigh in and edited and posted. It's been like that type of day where I forget what I've done. Yeah, so did weigh in, got that recorded, edited, did a little more work from home. Wasn't able to get to the gym before I had meetings and everything this morning, considering I had to do weigh in and do that stuff. Still didn't get that all out to all socials. I got to do that in a couple minutes when I get this edited. But yeah, right now it is 2 a.m. So obviously, like I said, weigh in, got through all that, got the video ready, got that to go, got into work around 12 and was at work until 11:30 p.m. That's when my day finished with work. We had two games go super late tonight, and broadcast didn't end until around then. So, yeah, if you're doing the math, that's already a pretty long day. So, yeah. But then you got to take into account, I also got to go to the gym, eat, etc. So, yeah, after that, went over to the gym, did our push day, and then got home, made food, and this is where we're at right now. So that is the spark notes of today. That is all that. Sorry that I ran through that really fast. We're going to go through a little slower and give a little bit more in-depth analysis on everything and talk through food, workout, etc. So I'll start with food for the day. Woke up this morning and was home, did a little work, and wanted to get some food in before I went into work. Because I knew I wouldn't have food there, and I wanted to get. Oops, sorry, I hit my mic. I wanted to be able to eat because I knew it was going to be a longer day. So, excuse me, I'm a little stiff. I'm stuffy. My nose is stuffy. So ate breakfast kinda this morning. I had the final remaining of my fried rice. That's a homemade low-calorie version of fried rice with some chicken, egg, rice, carrots, probably a couple other ingredients I forgot, onions, pepper, and had that, finished that out with a little bit of the potatoes and broccoli that were left over from my steak meals that I've been eating, and that was my breakfast for today. So, not a whole lot to eat to start the day off, but still a solid meal to get us started. After that, um, went into work, had a lot of things to do today. Still a good bit of physical movement as I'm still working on getting things set up and put in their correct places. So I got a good few steps in, but I had a lot more time in meetings today. So not to the normal amount of steps we've been hitting through this week of like 8,000, more around the 5,000-6,000 range in terms of steps. So not amazing. I said in yesterday's video that I wanted to play tennis today. Didn't happen. Wasn't able to get any tennis in because I got a lot busier than I anticipated. Just had so much to do and wasn't able to get that in, and I would have loved to. It was beautiful outside today, and I spent most of it inside working, which you got to do your job, you got to pay the bills. So I can't complain fully, but unfortunate that we missed out on playing tennis today. But yeah, after that, like I said, longer day, ended up at the gym around 11:30. I got a really bad itch on my nose. Sorry about that. So, and it keeps staying there. Today was our push day. Started off on the pec deck, getting that set in real quick. Really enjoying that, really feeling, I don't know what it is about today, but I felt the muscles a lot more in my workouts, which I was really happy with. Granted, I was tired. I'm exhausted right now. Probably a reason I'm a little stuttery on my words and kind of going really fast is because I really want to get to bed. I have to be up in 8 hours. So I got to still record this, edit it, and get it posted before then. We'll get it scheduled to be posted. So yeah, after the pec deck, then moved over to cables because all the benches were taken. So I did triceps immediately after that, just a normal set of push downs for those. And then moved over to the benches, did a incline dumbbell press, and then a shoulder press. So got my dumbbell work out of the way, got my triceps done. So that was basically it for the weightlifting of this. Like I said, it was super late, and I wanted to get back as soon as possible because I had still had a lot to do. I still wanted to eat. I could have chosen not to eat and starve myself a little bit, but got to get the protein in, which was the goal in my meal, which I'll talk about in a minute. But as soon as all the weightlifting was done, got on the treadmill, did a bit more work on the treadmill than I would have wanted to. I was at Planet Fitness. They had the changing rooms closed for cleaning right as I was going to leave, so I wasn't able to get in until they were done, which was about 45 minutes, which on one end is a little annoying because it was super late and I wanted to get home, but on the other end, it gave me 45 minutes of cardio that I definitely needed. Got a lot of that in, just normal walking, watching some videos on my phone, and trying to just cool down from the day. So that was what that process looked like. And then got home roughly around 1:15, 1:30, which is not that, it's not a great time to be coming home when I still haven't eaten since, I don't know, 11, technically the day before. So I was starving when I got back, and I'm like, okay, I got another hour or two in me. I don't love eating right before I go to bed, but got to get some food in, especially with intermittent fasting and what I've been doing. So I made up a meal. I had nothing pre-cooked. It could have been as easy as throwing something in and just having it warm up, but I didn't have anything. So ended up making a meal I wasn't anticipating making. I'd had ground beef. I cooked that up with some onions, some peppers, and some tomato sauce. Season that all up, mix it all into one, not a chili. I don't know what the proper word is for it, but it's like it's just a combination of foods. And it was really good. It tasted well, so I'm not complaining at all. But ended up throwing that in a bowl with some spinach and some croutons for texture. Not adding a couple more calories that I guess I don't need to add, but I like having a little variety in the palate sometimes, and I had those laying around. So, yeah, that was our dinner for the day. Not an amazing meal, not a super high calorie meal, but high protein. I also added cottage cheese to the mixture of ground beef, onions, peppers, and tomato sauce. So it's a super high protein meal, which tastes really good, and I'm a big fan of that. So I don't know. I don't have a rough estimate of how much. I put like a pound and a half of ground beef. I want to say I had like a fifth of it. So I don't know. We'll guesstimate 25 grams of protein. Why not? That seems roughly okay, including the cottage cheese with that. So yeah, that was our food. And obviously, I'm sitting here recording and just thinking overall on my days and how it's all looking. I need to be better with sleep. I need to be better with going to the gym in the mornings because yes, this works, but it's not working well. I'm not enjoying it. I don't want to be up at 2 a.m. right now. I want to go to bed. I'm really tired. But like I said, like this journey, this video vlogging, like logging this process into YouTube on a daily basis is heavily keeping me accountable. Like I got to do this. It's like going to the gym. It's one of my steps in the day, and I'm not complaining at all that I have to do it because it's been helping a lot. So there is that. But yeah, just working on fixing my schedule, which hopefully after this week, this is my last insane week where everything's going late. For reference, there are like 14 matches between today, Thursday, and Friday with our program, and streaming a bunch of those and doing a lot of work with that. For anybody who doesn't know, I work in esports in the collegiate space, and I do broadcast production as my specialty. So streaming, but on a much higher level with a bunch of students involved. So yeah, have a lot to do this week. It's been super stressful. Honestly, looking forward to this weekend to just relax and moving into the next weeks where it's going to be much less chaotic. Really just trying to survive and keep my head afloat right now. But we'll get there and we'll get through it because a stressful week is a given thing in this space, and I just have to deal with it. So that's where we're sitting right now. That's a recap on the day. Sorry if it was a little thrown everywhere, but I do want to talk about our weight loss, which I recorded this morning in yesterday's video. Super happy with that number. Super happy with like down 4.5 pounds over the last week when I didn't think I'd be down that much. Really happy with the numbers. Really happy with the progress in the gym. That's adding to the motivation. It's something I talked about in a couple of videos ago, is that like I'm struggling with motivation at times. That is definitely something that helps. And I feel like to add on to struggling with motivation, days like this, it's like I didn't want to go to the gym. I could have definitely easily passed up on it. Like I don't have to go. We'll just leave it. I'll go tomorrow. It'll be fine. But then it's like, you didn't get that much steps today. You didn't really work out much. You really got to go. And that's just the internal battle that you got to deal with sometimes. And we got through it to where we are today. So that'll wrap up today's video. I appreciate everybody as always for coming in, watching, supporting, leaving comments, likes, subscribe, etc. We're at over 110 subscribers, comments all the time, and it's super awesome to be able to interact with all of you, and I really appreciate the support. It's keeping me motivated and happy that you guys are all doing well at the same time on your own individual journeys or just in life. So Thank you so much for that. And as always, don't forget, be a better version of yourself tomorrow. Push to make the proper steps between today and tomorrow that make tomorrow you happy with the past you and the decisions you have made up to that point. Pushing to make that day even better. And I will see you all in the next video.